Yo, what up?
We're back. We back.
What up, though?
Hey. I feel
What-
like I'm crooked just a little bit.
You know, that we bike. They're in Florida, they say we bike. What up, though? We bike. Hey, listen. I know I got fired from the last show because I talked about the submarines. I didn't care about it.
Let me tell you something.
Most likely, I'm probably not going to care about what happened on these next couple of subjects.
You
But
did not get fired. Stop saying that.
Coach T don't talk to me like that. I'm a gangster.
Let me tell you.
I'm dressed like cocaine tonight. I'm dope.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
The dope man.
You know, no, Legacy City, we in the building.
Of course, we got the beautiful Miss Tori.
AKA Coach. What's up?
Quick comment. One thing, your head that got 2 inches bigger.
Damn.
So what you finna say? I'm ugly?
No, you definitely not ugly.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
just saying, though, goddamn.
Oh, she fished you out for a compliment. I got him. You pick your jaw up, bro. Yeah, you feel right into that. It was clean. It was clean though. Go ahead. And of course, we got the Mr. the legendary
I'll take
Coach
it. Whatever.
Fred Davis in the building. What's happening? You know what I'm saying?
Gotta represent my own.
I see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm representing Samar set apart. I wear this shirt to keep me from cussing.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a Christian company. But boy, if the yak hit, communion. Remember?
Communion? Not you sipping it like it's communion.
Yes, it says whenever you do communion in remembrance of me. I'm not a vampire, so I don't drink rich. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, man, I'm just saying, let that yak bless you tonight.
No, I'm good, man. Not tonight.
Let the
Listen,
yak bless my
I've been listening to Tupac all day. I've been praying and listening to Tupac. So, like, my life right now.
Real shit. Like, have you really paid attention to the lyrics of Me Against the World?
Yes.
Shit is off the chain. Bro.
Yes.
Like, everybody try to make it seem like Tupac wasn't like a lyricist. Because they say, he a poet and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, whatever. So they say, like, when you compare him to, like, the greatest of all time, they say, well, lyrically, he didn't have
That's all they can say, but you gotta think about Tupac came out doing Wu-Tang, Redman, Def Squad, Biggie, who else? We're talking about the whole New York, you know what I'm saying? Who's of New York, he came out during that era. You know what I'm saying? So
all I'm going to say is this, man. Pac,
the GOAT.
Pac definitely holds it down, man, lyrically.
You know what I'm saying?
So many tears, Me Against the World.
I was blind to the fact, stabbed in the back, just a bunch of, I ain't even gonna do it to him.
R.I.P. Tupac.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off like that. So I've been listening to between Tupac and Marvin Sapp. So I have my DJ mix both on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he'd be like, never would have made it. I know it's hard to trust so many trying to sound like us. Then the hook come back in. So it give me a little bit of thug praise a little bit. I got to balance it out.
Wait, is there a way that we can see who all is watching? Because I want to shout out to all y'all.
Yeah, what you
How?
on the Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
It's right there in real time.
I mean, you got a little stuff right there.
Yeah, these are just the people.
Yeah. Let me go and share it. I know y'all don't want to see me on your timeline, but if you're as popular as I am, I'm going to be on your timeline. Time out.
Oh, man, my bad. I just talked all over you.
No, go ahead. It's your show.
Rude. Just rude.
Last time I got fired.
Just rude.
To like, follow, and share the Facebook page, tap in Facebook page, and the YouTube link. All right, we got to make sure we put that off in there.
Yeah, please. Hey, listen, we got to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're trying to get this monetized, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe.
Yeah, man, we trying to, we got maintenance costs. We got to keep up with Tori. So now,
Whoa, wait, what's my maintenance cost?
Well, you talking about you got to get your hair done up.
Oh, yeah, and I got this good fan sitting right here. It's just blowing because it's hot as hell out here. You got it on 99 degrees.
Feel good out there.
It's because the
Hey,
fan is
our
going.
people's from the tropics now.
Yeah, I'm a tropical creature now. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like being. No, I don't know. I like being cold in my house. Like my AC is putting overtime.
Hey, you kind of do look like the abominable snowman in town, man, right now.
What do you keep your AC on?
63.
Let's talk about it. What do you keep your AC
Damn,
on?
63.
Mine's on 59. What's yours?
God damn. God damn, your house anemic.
Hey, man, what you in a 200 square foot house or something?
No.
Yeah.
59 degrees.
59
Yeah.
degrees.
I don't even know if my thermostat go that low.
Yeah.
I think the lowest my thermostat.
We sound very low. Fred, we can't hear you.
Oh, y'all can
Lala, turn us up.
mic check.
I know.
You guys.
I know when the big dog talk, they hear me.
Can y'all hear us?
They hear you now. You jumping.
I'm booming.
Blaze, what up?
They hear Tori.
Can I get some feedback?
Y'all,
Hold on.
can we hear? What?
Fred, give me a mic check.
Check.
1, 2, 1.
Check
Oh,
the
sorry.
mic.
Turn Fred up a little bit.
Microphone check. Microphone check.
My
Oh
mic
yeah,
sound.
you're low.
Not Coach T. Go ahead and say something.
Say something.
Popping.
So I'm good now, right?
Hi, Maricus.
Am I good now?
Yeah, I think you good.
Hey, Sandra.
I want to make sure, 'cause look, I got a lot to say tonight, and I need to make sure that the audience hears me.
EJ, thank you.
Yeah,
Blaze,
yeah.
hi, Blaze.
I want to be muted.
Hey,
Please let Fred be heard.
thank you, LaQuisha. Hi, Tasha.
Blaze, my right hand man.
Okay, they said we good now.
Good.
Blaze, can you resend your address so we can get you?
Wait, can we say something else?
What up? What up?
You good, man.
It's loud. I can hear you, but not a lot. Just barely.
Hey, girl.
Okay. So. Okay, I'm still coming over here. Yes, right?
Hey.
No, you good.
No, they said Fred still sounds low. Hey, Christina.
Hey, can we try another microphone?
Yo, probably gotta put it in another
Another port.
Put it in another port.
Y'all, I'm just going to keep shouting y'all out. I appreciate y'all. Just comment, wave, hey, say hello. I'm just going to keep shouting y'all out.
Because, yeah, one of those ports was low, right?
Yeah, one of the ports. Shouts out to Classy T, Latasha Long.
Yes, we got your address, Blaze.
Hey, make sure you tell Classy T I'm down 16 pounds.
Hi, Juanita.
Are you down?
Okay,
I
LaQuisha.
know she said I'm looking a little bit thin up there.
That is not what she said. Okay, if you did not hear Fred, he said that he looks a little bit thinner.
I'm down 16 pounds.
Okay, you're down 16 pounds. Water weight. You don't need to bite your lip when you say it.
So what?
CBJ was a creep.
Give me a mic check.
Hey, Jeff.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Mic check. We got to get
Girl, I don't see any difference either.
This mic lighter.
I really don't.
Okay.
Whoa, what is going on?
Musical chairs in this VI.
Let's see what happens now.
Oh my gosh, I'm not used to you being on my right side.
Both my sides good, so it don't matter.
1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1.
Legacy Barry White.
You want to beef with the King Show? Are we good or what?
They still trying to get it. We got a couple of technical difficulties.
Girl, it don't got nothing to do. He's still dropping. He thinks he's dropping weight.
Mic check 1, 2.
He thinks he's
Shantae,
dropping.
you look.
He.
All right,
We got this.
Shantae, I done only thing I got to do now, Shantae, is get back in the gym and start cutting up. That's it. So whenever you're ready for the challenge, we're going to see. Because you've been talking a lot of noise. And
What was the challenge?
well, she said she can outwork me in the gym.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm telling her she can't.
When are you gonna be in Houston? We gonna be in Houston in 3 weeks?
I don't know. It don't matter when. I can go to Houston tomorrow.
Oh, so it's on tomorrow.
I'm just saying I could. I'm ready. Nobody outworks me. Just understand that. I'm the hardest working man, period. So, okay, so listen. Please comment to Miss Tori if y'all can hear me all right now. I just want to make sure I'm good, and then we'll get... So it's just that mic. I think it's the cord, you think? You don't want to just switch out the mic, that other Rode mic, just to see? I got another XLR off in there, man. We can just throw it in there real quick. All right, I'll be right back.
Wait, I just want to say shout out. Go ahead, do it. Shout out to everybody who was at the game. Oh, I'm by myself, y'all. Shout out to. I got this. Nah, but for real, shout out to everybody at the games this weekend. Y'all did really good. Outlaws did amazing. Shout out to Outlaws 9U. amazing. Even though we didn't win the game, we did amazing. 6U Marquise held it down. 8U, Vic Rich, y'all held it down. So shout out. There were no issues that I heard of. Y'all did amazing. Now I'm low. He said now I'm low. Thank you, Jeremiah. Huh? Ma'am? Keep talking. Can you hear me? I'm good? Okay. I'm good? Okay. Hey, no, but for real, y'all need to tell me, give me some type of challenge that I can do for them today. Hey, Miss Kiki. Put them in the comments. Yes. Yes, put a challenge in the comments. I don't care what it is. Just give me something. Give me something. Cause we need to get back on it, and I need to make Fred. What? They told me to keep talking. Thank you.
Trying to give me a West bottom.
Just sit down.
I don't like just getting the West bottom. Hopefully so.
Girl, I don't know.
Hey, remember that
Thomas.
Legacy? Remember that port too, though, man, because one of them ports was jacked up.
Talk about what? I need a give me something. Give me a challenge. That's what I need is a challenge. Okay. Okay. The what? No. Mm-mm. What, the Barbie movie?
Yes, the doll, the Barbie.
Oh, yeah. Don't nobody want to talk about no goddamn Barbie movie. Y'all, okay, so Jay is basically our producer, one of them. And he wants me to talk about the Barbie movie that's coming out. Mm-mm. Wait. Miss Kiki, I'm so sorry. Y'all, okay, so our 7U group, our football, during practice today, we had a challenge with the kids against the parents. And let me tell y'all, the parents took these goddamn kids out, but there's this one kid, Kyrie, he's on our 7U. He laid his mama out, wrapped up correctly, took her down.
Mic check.
It wasn't funny, but it was. Kiki, I'm so sorry. Give yourself an ice pack, because it was bad.
Mic check. There we go. We in.
Can y'all hear Legacy? I guess he has another microphone. Can y'all hear? Please comment.
Back in my rapper status. What's my yike? Are we good, Fred?
Okay, he said he's good, Jeremiah. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. We
Appreciate
appreciate the patience.
Now let's get to it.
Now we got to get to it, all right? So
Let's
now,
get to it.
Wait. Hold on. Because I've been holding this shit down all by myself. So if we have anybody drop off this goddamn feed Facebook Live, I'm going to blame it on y'all. Go ahead.
So what happened with the kid that knocked his mom out?
Who?
The kid that knocked his mom out in football practice.
Oh, no, he didn't knock her out. He just wrapped up and took her down. And now she hurt.
That's in real life or that's
It happened.
Trying that young.
It happened.
Trying that young.
Yeah. It was a challenge that we had because we're about to have a game this weekend. So it was the kids versus the parents. And so the kids went against the parents held the ball and tried to run through the kids, and then vice versa.
But
And this one kid took his mama out, took her down, Kyrie.
Hey, that's what he's supposed to do.
That's what he was, well.
Oh.
Yeah. Miss Kanisha, yes.
Kiki, but Kiki this big, though.
Look.
She knows she shouldn't, man. Look, Kiki will just fly away.
Look.
The wind is a blow away, man. Like she does. So,
Man.
Look, he was like, take out the trash.
Hey.
No, you take out the trash.
The first time.
Prayers for Miss Kiki.
Look, the first time when Kyrie had the ball, he ran straight through her. Okay? But then when she ran with the ball, he wrapped up, took her down.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
We
What we
don't
talking
waste
about?
enough time trying to get this sound stuff right.
Yeah.
So, y'all are familiar with the Tierra Allen.
Dubai. You can't do certain things in Dubai, baby.
Right. So I put a post up earlier this week, right? And I was just curious because I wanted to see what the response was, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of negative commentary. You know, when I say negative, I mean like, honestly, I thought it was going to be more people that had her back.
Well, this is the thing about, and this is just me traveling the world.
Right.
Not bragging. I just decided to give my life to the Army for a long time, right? And they sent my right around the world. The laws in certain places are different.
Right.
In certain countries, if you spit on the floor, you going to jail. Like stuff that we seen in my news, even in the States. I think it's Nebraska. If you spit in front of the Capitol or spitting on a Sunday, you'll get locked up. But in certain countries, like people making a big issue about Brittany Garner, right?
Right, Reiner.
You can't. I understand where it looks wrong to America because we live here.
Right.
We may be like, oh, that little vape pen, this, but in other countries take that stuff serious.
Right.
Yeah.
You bring a cancer, you can't. You know what I'm saying? They laws are stricter.
Right. So let me set it up, right?
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, all right. So Tierra Allen, she's traveling to Dubai, right? I guess she's on vacation or whatnot. To my understanding, she had an incident that led to an altercation, a verbal altercation.
With someone
on the
she knew
airplane.
or
No,
someone?
somebody she didn't know, right?
Okay.
So she's on the plane, and she gets into a yelling match with a man or whatnot. They arrest her. They take her to jail.
What about the other person? They didn't arrest the other person?
No, they didn't, right?
What's the other person combating too? I'm asking these questions because it will determine if.
Okay, so to my understanding, it was just a back and forth shouting match, right? So I guess both of them shouting, right?
Yeah.
And Dubai is where they are not female friendly, right?
Right.
It's
no female liberation. It ain't no Me Too and all this kind of stuff.
So you gotta understand too, it's not just Dubai. When you talk about the Middle East,
right?
So just to give y'all an understanding, and for my veterans, y'all can validate, especially if you Army on the ground, infantry or recon scout, 88 mics, or you know what I'm saying, my military police, y'all understand this. When we're dealing with those people in their country, men are for pleasure, women are for production.
Yes.
So what I mean by that is you'll drive and do a convoy and you will see they have a donkey or a horse, so there's a donkey. The kids and whatever they picked is on that donkey. Meanwhile, the woman is toting a load on the way to take it to the house. So they don't value
the female
women like we do. So and it's part of get political, but this is why I'm just bringing it full circle.
Right.
So that's why. Believe it or not, that's one of the reasons why Hillary Clinton didn't win the presidential election. You're not finna sit at that table and talk to another man from the Middle East and those Middle Eastern leaders. You may mean well, but the wrong tone, the wrong thing, they're gonna look at a woman as disrespect.
Right.
And that's war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to women over there, the way some of us view women, they don't see that the same way. When y'all be like, what is role play? What is reverse? And what is this and what is that? So it's not the same over there. So keep all that in mind in law and stuff of that nature.
Okay, so apparently she got into an accident in a rental car.
Okay.
And then she got into a verbal screaming match with a man about getting her belongings back from the rental place.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I know Tasha, she said that there are regulations on how women dance there. Wait, Preston, time out.
They can't twerk over there?
They can't twerk.
Hey, a lot of y'all ass would be in jail if y'all was in Dubai.
They can't twerk.
Trying to twerk.
Wait, okay, Preston said they need to bring some of them laws to the States.
For women? Who said that?
Which laws?
Who said that? Preston?
Yelling at men? Can't yell at men. I agree. Preston, they need to bring that law to the United States.
He said some of them laws.
Women should not be able to yell at a man.
Can you break down what laws you are referring to? Because let me tell you something.
I'm going to tell you, women yelling at men. Tori, you would be in jail right now. You yelled at me earlier.
When did I yell?
Where's the cop at when you need
Look,
one?
there should be. Look, okay.
Well,
You're right, Frederick. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like overseas in the Middle East, like all that, them guys, they execute their women for getting out of pocket. Like it ain't no, like I'm not talking crazy. I'm telling you, where we didn't have to rescue a lot of women in my day for it being deployment for being out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? The husband say we Muslim, and you want to be a Christian,
right?
But you gotta go. And they doing it. They gutting. They setting on fire. They gonna make an example. Yeah, so they do not play that.
Right. So let me say this. See, honestly, I thought there was gonna be more sympathy for her. So when I started reading all my comments on my timeline and just on social media, everybody was saying, "Hey, you go overseas. You better learn the laws. You better learn the customs.
Play. Yeah, you gotta play by their rules.
You can't do the same thing." So I thought it was gonna go one direction, and it went the whole completely opposite direction.
And I don't think that's negative. I remember one time my license got suspended, right?
And it's suspended now?
Nah, Nick. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna call you out your name, boy. Look,
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta watch Fred. If you drop that R, you get fed. So you gotta watch Coach Fred Davis. Look, I'm just playing. I can put that jacket on my dog. Coach Fred Davis.
Austin White on you. The laws in your life.
Look, Coach Fred Davis, boy. Look, with a name called Outlaw. You see what I'm saying? How they do you? But no, I didn't know the law. Like and I'm from Georgia, right? But keep in mind, I've been gone for a while.
Right.
So I go home on R&R, and I didn't know my license was suspended. Not suspended, but I don't know what that day expired or whatever. But I mean, I'm deployed for like 18 months. I come back home for R&R. I get pulled over. They take my black ass to jail immediately. Let's say they shorted my vacation and sent me back. Right. My first thought was like, man, hey, being ignorant to the law, that is bliss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Know the land of the law when you going back, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My bigger punishment was my vacation was cut short. You know what I'm saying? So not knowing the law, some of them things you just can't do what you do in America and think you're going to fly over there because that culture don't play about their superior dominance.
So let me bring up a bigger issue.
Okay.
I ain't going to say big issue. I'm just going to bring up an issue that I think this should be addressed.
What's up?
Right? Because Preston did say, and I know he was probably joking about bringing some of them laws to the States, right? Mm-hmm. But in all honesty, like, do we now have a culture with black women to where they feel so empowered that they can just speak out regardless of the scenario? Well, and the only reason why I'm bringing that up is this. Now, I'm not saying because we have, and this is in youth football, period.
Yeah.
Right? You got a lot of women that they just don't give a damn. They challenge men like physically. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not born these guys. All right. They challenge them when it comes to authority. They're not saying that a man has more authority than a woman, but what I'm just saying though, like the norm, especially when it comes to black women nowadays, is that, you know, they've been grinding so hard on their own that they have earned the right. And I do believe they have earned the right to speak on their own behalf. You know, they don't need a man to speak on their behalf. But let me just finish my point.
Yeah.
But has that become detrimental to them?
I think when it comes to black women and clashing. We talking culture now. First, shouts out to Ray Sorrell. I see him on here. So when we talk about black women and speaking out against black men, first and foremost, this was birthed during the Reagan era. The Reagan era, the war on drugs, the war on whatever, because they couldn't say war on black people anymore.
Right.
You take the black man out the home, welfare, president, and everybody else become the new stepdaddy.
Right.
Now, if you take it a step further, when you talk about women's rights, that had nothing to do with black families. Black families were still dealing with slavery, just coming out of that type of stuff. So black women didn't have the problems that white women had. You see what I'm saying? So white women come to black women like, not only us, that, you know, our men treat us like this, you guys going through this too, which they wasn't. In hindsight, you know what I'm saying? Because we were very family oriented, right? So when you get these different things that, like the Reagan era, the black fathers out the home, now you force the woman to survive. She's no longer living. You get years later, you giving them more scholarship than you giving black males. At one time, prisons was packed with more blacks than colleges.
Right.
Believe it or not, now colleges is more packed with black males than prisons, right? So when you got to survive after that, you birthing those generations of survival. So if the daddy was out the home when you was born, what you gonna teach that woman? So the woman gonna teach that daughter how to survive. Don't be weak. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. So even like you put them in the military, the meanest people I done ran across were black women that was NCOs because they had to fight against the white man, the Mexican man, the black man in the NCO Corps to prove that they was doing. So along with that.
So you're saying black females who have a voice are considered mean?
No, I didn't say that. Tori, you grew up in Austin. Listen what I said. I said, yes, you did. Oh, you grew up in Reddick, PA, not Philly, because you would never rebutted me like that.
No.
Her white friends.
Let me tell you. Go ahead and say what you.
So what I said was the meanest women I met. The meanest women I met was black women because they had to go against white NCOs, non-commissioned officer for civilians, Mexican NCOs, non-commissioned officer for civilians, and black NCOs for their place. So when you put a woman to survive, the white women that had to get like that, they are taught to be teammates. I mean, Bill Clinton got head publicly. What Hillary do? She stayed her part until time being. But not saying that's right, but what I'm saying is when you raising a culture to survive, where a black man been missing, and when a black man getting in place, you can't force a woman to submit, quote unquote. Even when you got the word submission, we are not taught properly what submission is. The white culture is taught submission is, I trust you to lead me. I trust you to take this family. Where black people are taught submission is a sign of witness. I ain't submit to no man, I got Jesus. Jesus got a lot of women, but we get mad for having more than one. That shit crazy to me. But anyway, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't taught the same thing. Submission to us, to a black woman versus a white woman is taught totally different. So when it comes to them feelings of, you know, got to defend themselves, once we came out the home, you know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, too, television played a lot of roles in that, too. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. So when a black woman got to stand for herself, of course she's going to be more aggressive than the norm. Because they don't got to deal with what the white women got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
Right. Tori, what are your thoughts?
I'm just trying to, okay. I'm trying to.
You need a drink real quick?
No, hush. I'm trying to digest what you just said.
You hungry?
I'm not. I'm
You
trying
angry?
to digest what you just said because you said a lot first. And.
I ain't drunk.
So, okay. In layman's terms, break that shit down about the mean part. Because I feel like what you just said.
Let me break it down.
The meanest people I met in the military was the black woman. So you were just
talking about military. Shut up. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so look. All right, so.
Brian, did I say military how many times, Brian?
So,
yes, but I'm talking about.
So,
go ahead.
Let me say this. All right. So, I don't like the generalizations of the stereotypes, right? Because I know a lot of black submissive women that allow their man to lead.
Right.
Right. You know, despite what kind of household they grew up in or whatnot. In this particular case with Tierra Allen, I think what it illuminates is the fact that it ain't just black women All right, it's just an American culture that people feel they have the right that they can speak out against any
you
goddamn
said
body.
black. You're moving the goalpost. You
Right.
said black coaches. That's why I stayed on that.
Right.
So I saw somebody in the comments say aggressive. Listen, when I say aggressive, I didn't say aggressive. I said the meanest people I met in the army was black women, and I gave a reason why.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
But,
no, and look. So and what I'm telling you is, I agree with that.
Yeah. So
I
that's what I'm
agree
talking
with
about from
I
that
agree with
aspect.
that from the military setting for this reason. Because the military is all about being promoted, right?
Yeah.
When you go into the military, your whole objective is to promote as high as you can in the shortest amount of time, right? Everything is competitive, right? So if you sit back and allow people to push you around,
and that was my point.
if you don't
So,
speak
yeah,
up for
exactly.
yourself, then yes, you are looked at as weak. Now, so for the black woman who has historically been at the bottom, right? Like you said, until the Reagan era, I'm agree with you on that, because before that welfare stuff came around, you know what I'm saying? Black women was at the bottom of the totem pole.
Exactly, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying black women are aggressive and mean. You know what I'm saying? So,
so I'll say this. So, and then I'm gonna give toward the mic. I'll say this. I think black women have gotten to the point to where their attitude is, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that I am respected, that my opinion matters, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not gonna sit back quietly and allow somebody to degrade, humiliate me, walk over me, or whatnot. So if this lady is at a rental car place and they're denying her luggage or whatever, she says, no, I need my shit back. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna talk to me like I'm nothing. You know,
or dismiss me, or act like
or
I don't have the same right as a man. But what she did not do correctly is, first off, she forgot where the hell she was.
Right.
She wasn't in America, so she didn't have those same rights. So that's where she first needed to be checked. Like, yo, you are in a different country, so you don't have the same rights.
Right.
But coming over to America, which, hey, maybe, I don't know, maybe there are females who feel more entitled than others. I wouldn't say just black, because I will tell you what, I've heard black, white, Asian, all of the above come through in
Red shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
That's why I said he said culture, and that's why I focused on the culture. But like, truthfully speaking, though, culturally, white women, Asian women, Mexican women black women are the most disrespected women in American history.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is just, I don't want to play the race card, but I am curious. No. So
this is my last show.
if Tierra Allen was Caucasian, do you think she would have been arrested?
I think she would have been still thrown in jail, but it would have been more. The U.S. would have spoke up a little bit faster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to certain things like that, so same thing with Brittany Garner. If she was one of their premier white players, of course they would have spoke up a little bit because everything's a politician move at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, we can ignore it if we want to. I'm put it like this: even when we go back to R. Kelly, if Aaliyah with Britney Spears or R. Kelly would have been locked up 20 years ago. You see what I'm saying? If he was Christina Aguilera, he would have been locked up 20 years ago.
Right.
When from the jump. So when it comes to black women, yes, black women have to. Man, it's so. Excuse my language for those who got these football parents, but it's so fucked up that black women can get raped in America and still be the villain, and the villain get away with it. Oh, your ass too big. You have bootylicious on your shirt. You tempted him. This is everyday shit that happens.
Right.
So when it comes to, so that's here in America. But when we talking about Dubai, Iran, Iraq, and these different Qatar and anything dealing with the Middle East, you got to know the temperature when you go into these other countries.
Right. Because
of the fact that regardless if you black, white, Asian, or whatever, you know, especially if they got some kind of, you know, shit against you because of your race or whatever.
Right.
They locking your ass up.
So I think it's safe to say the moral of the story is
don't go over there screaming like
stay your ass at home, man.
Right.
Shit, quit trying to travel abroad when you don't know the laws and the cultures and the customs. All right?
Yeah,
that's why
she really didn't have a leg to stand on being over there. Now, had she been over here in the U.S., then it may have been like, why are you holding my shit? Give it back to me.
Well, you know what I do think. I do think they need to send their ass back home. No,
They need to send her back home, and then too. And for the people out there, it's not. Just to clear this up, it's not. It was a black woman that was irate. being stereotypical black. They held her stuff hostage.
Right.
Give that lady her stuff
She
back.
had right to get her stuff back.
Yeah. But the men over there, like women don't do it. Like they own women disrespect them. They getting roughed up.
Right. So I'm gonna segue into our next topic, but
Okay.
I'm gonna use something that you said.
Wait.
Right. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can I do a
got-
breaking news type of thing?
Yes.
Okay. So I know everybody
Hey,
knows
Brian.
about. I agree, Megan. They need to stop going places. So Talib with the shooting
Yeah.
at that. So he did take a plea deal.
Oh man.
Yeah, he took a
what
plea
was
deal.
the plea deal?
I don't know.
If it's anything less than
37
They
years.
gave him 37 years.
and not enough.
They gave him 37 years.
That's it. Not life.
Now,
That is life. How old is he?
nah, that ain't life.
that's not life for him.
Depending on if it was what the state.
Look, it's
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the
25. Life is usually 25 years.
Yeah, that's the guy
Yeah,
that killed
but
that coach.
with 25 to life is
Yeah.
normally what they give you. So it's
Yeah.
like the very minimum. But you know, that can go as long as you wanted to.
For
man.
those who's not familiar, can you just give them a quick
Yeah.
Yeah,
rundown?
so Aqib Talib's brother shot Coach Mike last year and killed him after a youth football game. So to my understanding, they arrested him. They
Was it
they
over the
charged
game?
him. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So over the loss of a football game, a coach lost his life. My thing is this, man. I'm like literally in shock that
Yeah,
you can
it was
actually
during the
murder
game.
someone. It was right after the game
Yeah.
that you could murder someone on a youth football field and only get 37 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, once again, he got a millionaire brother. But right is right, man. And I've met Aqib Talib several times. I've met his brother. You know what I'm saying? But right is right and wrong is wrong, man. I would
Yeah.
hate for one of my coaches and myself to lose our life
all because of
all because of
Man.
a loss in a youth football game.
Yeah.
And they tell me justice is served when somebody gets 37 years.
I'm not saying that. I mean, to me, 37 years is a long time. I got it, but like you can't replace a life, right?
Right.
So and I don't mean to drop other coaches' name, but like shouts out to Q. Q pulled me to the side. He was like, I know you getting into studying of football because I've been around y'all.
Right.
He actually gave me homework. He like, just Google youth football and do researches. The amount of crime that is committed in football, youth football, is unprecedented. And I'm very surprised at it. Like, this ain't I don't know the people that got killed, but this ain't the first time,
Coach
my
Mike
first case,
Hickman.
that I heard a coach, a referee getting murdered over youth football.
And the crazy thing about it, Shantae, she had brought up something like these kids having, Christina said PTSD with these kids. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if these kids don't even want to step out on the football field anymore.
But look,
like,
I'm going to tell y'all this, man. As the president of the San Antonio Outlaws and, as an ambassador to youth football in San Antonio, I'm going to tell y'all parents, listen, man, y'all need to cut the bullshit out. The coaches, y'all need to cut the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff starts to hit home like it's at our front door.
Yeah.
So when you go to these games and you see how some of these parents, some of these coaches, even how some of these kids act, you know what I'm saying? Like, understand this is to help these kids have a better life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not to traumatize them. So when you got, when you're having to bring out damn near a small police force to control parents, to control coaches at youth sporting events, that shit is horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? But then you see why you have to do it. I'm pretty sure there is no amount of security, you know what I'm saying, that someone would have complained paying for if they could have prevented that man from losing his life.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the time, I went back and watched Friday Night Tights. Right? So I'm bringing this in, and they're going to have nothing to do with y'all per se. You gotta understand, so looking at Friday Night Tights, right, into this situation, once again, as a culture in youth football, especially us blacks, people feel like we cannot be successful without drama. You know what I'm saying? So even when you are displaying and you going against Like, no, that's not us. What about this? Or that? No, that's not us. What about this? Well, that's not us. They feed on our action. Like, just a prime example. You think Precious would have sold so much money if it was a fat white girl? No.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying? So when it comes to us and being black, the truth of the matter is they exploit us a lot. You know what I'm saying? They exploit us a lot. Even when it comes to like police killing, more white men are killed by police than black men.
Right.
But what sells the most?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So like when it comes to stuff like this, black people are exploited more, and it's more profit for them. They feel like we cannot be successful in anything we do without drama. We can't be smart. We can't be this. Jay-Z, one of the biggest billionaires, but what they say, he's an Illuminati. Or Beyonce an Illuminati. Or this person an Illuminati. But name 3 white people that's an Illuminati. My point exactly. So with that being said, you see, we quit we quit to crucify ourselves as a culture. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We let everything else slide.
You can't wear no goddamn 666 shirt and be like, hey man, no man, you a devil worshiper, dog.
What they got to do with the Illuminati? The devil worship and Illuminati, 2 different things.
Hey man. Jay-Z a devil. Nah, let me quit. I may end up
but
dead.
You wear your hat like Hov though. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Come on, man.
Hov wears hat like me.
Okay.
That's real shit.
You know Jay-Z older than everybody in this area, right?
Hey, Jay-Z not from Texas. He been wearing hats like this for a long time on me. You know, before I even knew a Jay-Z. Back when he was Jazz-O or Jazz or whoever.
But you see what I'm saying? Like overall though, like they exploit that. You know what I'm saying? The drama within the black culture, even down to our kids, is pouring into our kids. No, I'm not an organizer. No, I'm not a coach. But I've been researching for a long time. But you got people using words like PTSD when it comes to the kids.
Well, it's a catchphrase now.
Yeah, of course. Then you got people talking about mental health when they're dealing with the kids.
It's another
catchphrase. The pressure dealing with kids.
You don't think those are catchphrases?
You think those are catchphrases, Fred?
I think PTSD because nowadays everybody has PTSD.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Fred.
No.
Okay, explain, big dog.
Okay,
No.
so when I say this, right? So initially PTSD was labeled as a military term, right? Because when all the soldiers was coming back from overseas or at war with
post-traumatic
stress disorder,
yes.
right? So a lot of our military brothers and sisters were diagnosed with PTSD, which basically gave them a reason or excuse or whatever you want to provide.
Excuse?
Well, I mean, some folks look at it as an excuse, other folks look at it as a reason. You know, that's why I said excuse or reason, depending on what side of the aisle you on, right? But my brother's retired military, so I'm gonna say PTSD is more of a reason. So when my brother, who served 24 years in the military and retired, says, hey, little bro, man, I got PTSD, man. When these jokers start doing all this other stuff, man, it takes me back to a place that I don't want to be in. Right? And because most of us love our military brothers and sisters, you know, put their life on the line for whatever reasons or whatnot, that's acceptable, right? But it started getting to the point to where PTSD wasn't exclusive to military folks, because guess what? I grew up and I done been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? So every time I see a goddamn belt get raised up in there, I'm like, oh no, shit, because I used to get my ass whooped. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not fucking with you, man. So listen, first of all, you know what I'm saying?
No, let me just make this point. So is PTSD exclusive to the military?
No, it's not.
Right. So when I say that you have to be careful, because some of these folks take some of these terms and they turn them into catchphrases to get the attention of other folks to provide an excuse. The military may not be an excuse.
Yeah, some people don't get it fucked up.
But for someone to sit up here and say, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I did that crime because of PTSD. Or I did some shit that, you know.
So that's an excuse.
That's an excuse.
But PTSD is not a catchphrase.
I get where you're coming from.
I get that.
So when
people use that.
So like
too frequently.
Now let's be honest. In the last decade, let's just say from 2010. Let's just say from 2005 to 2012, 2013. That's when they shut Iraq down and they started pulling out of Afghanistan, right? And so you gotta keep in mind, the Vietnam people that came back, and just me being a history buff, they didn't have a diagnosis for PTSD, right? Now, yeah, and it's careful when people say certain things like that because a rape victim could have PTSD.
Right.
Like the likes may trigger them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or a person that been in a catastrophic car accident and they the only one survived could trigger something, you know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to that, so even when it comes to like, unfortunately, PTSD is so accessible for kids to go through now.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking about with youth sports and different things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? What if a kid never seen their mom and dad get into a full-blown fist fight with another stranger because they may drop the ball because somebody was betting on them? That stuff can, we can't say what's a battle to you is a war to somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and I hate to go back to this, but when I was in church, right, growing up in church, one of my biggest pet peeves was the preacher used to gather every kid together and pray for them as a whole. Some of these kids are going through real life shit. Some of these kids are getting molested. Some of these kids are getting beaten. Some of these kids are really going through something. So for you to do a gathering and say, oh, you too young for this or you too young for that. So a lot of these kids are going through a lot of stuff that you think you shouldn't face until you're an adult or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I'm just saying, like with youth football, as I'm doing my research and stuff, it's heavy. Yeah. People betting on games, betting on people, the kids getting injured. Now they career ending.
Okay, now hold on. Now let's say that for the youth football.
Okay, all right. I'm just go ahead.
So Tori, can we check some of the comments real quick before we move to the
there
next
isn't really any just from that.
Okay, so then let's segue into the Carlee Russell deal, right?
Okay, who will win in the versus battle? Julie Smollett or Carlee?
Man, that's a tough one, dog.
Who will win, Julie Smollett or Carlee? Who will win? Carlee Russell?
Carlee at this point.
Carlee will win over Julie.
Yeah.
Julie Smollett hired 2 Africans. So who will win in the versus battle?
Man, all I'm going to say is this. To me, they're both equally shameful and embarrassing. But I ain't going to lie, man. I do have a little bit more sympathy
for who?
For Carlee. And I'm going to tell you why. But we're going to get to that in a second. So, once again, let me set it up. For those that don't know. All right, so.
Your version. Because you keep giving us some off-the-wall version, Fred.
Carlee Russell. Right. Hey, my story was all wrong, right? All right.
He was totally wrong.
Like, the last one was totally wrong.
That's what happened.
Hey, I'm not a journalist, man. I just go by what I say on social media.
You got a podcast. You are a journalist.
Okay,
all right.
go ahead.
All right, so Carlee Russell allegedly, right, was driving down the highway. She said she saw a toddler walking on the highway. She pulled over and she tried to assist the toddler and said she was kidnapped, right? People flooded her GoFundMe. They were very concerned about her. She pretty much got the attention of an entire nation, praying for her, trying to get her home safely and all this other stuff.
Right.
And a few days later, she comes home and says she had been abducted, and I guess the kidnappers let her go. She's back home now, right? So, of course, the police,
let her tell it.
FBI, CIA, all these agencies that were involved were very comforting. There was no rush to judgment or whatnot, but there was a heavy investigation, which ultimately led to the fact that this was allegedly a hoax. She didn't get abducted. She didn't get kidnapped. There was no toddler or whatnot. It was all made up.
So, like, bruh, you know how crazy you got to be to make some shit up like that?
And go with it.
And go with it.
And keep going with it.
I saw a post that said a person that can climax off their imagination is a psychopath. A person that can make up a baby and get abducted is a psychopath.
That's crazy to me. So there was no
baby, no toddler, no baby, no teenager, no kid.
No abduction.
No abduction, no alien, no X-Files, no Independence Day, no nothing.
So I'm sorry.
Black people,
tell
this
me
is
why you felt bad for
her.
Why did you feel bad?
No, look.
And this happened in Houston, right?
Wait, hold on. No, this was in Alabama, I tell you.
Is that Alabama?
Yeah, they said the chick was in Alabama or something, but she was from Alabama. That's
Where did the unabduction happen?
I think it was in Alabama.
Not for real. Like,
Somebody look it up. Where it happened?
so
at?
this whole thing, like, you could actually say it took away from, like, because Christina said it took away from some issues, like other missing persons reports.
Okay.
Like, you got, like, this is crazy.
So let me clarify when I say I actually felt bad for her, right?
At first?
No, what I'm saying is this. Of course, initially I did feel bad for her. I feel bad for any person that gets abducted or kidnapped or is missing, right? I had a personal touch of that with my little niece. You know what I'm saying? She, love my little niece to death. She ran away from home for a few days or whatever and stuff. That is one of the scariest feelings on earth.
Had it done.
You know?
Exactly.
So.
Goddamn kid. Oh.
I'm gonna whoop y'all when I get home.
So took me back.
So what ends up happening is this. You go from being angry to being overly concerned, because now it's like, you know what, I'm not even mad, just come home. I just want you to come home safe, and we'll work through whatever the issue was, right?
Right.
So with Carlee, what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to unravel what type of mental illness that she suffers from that would basically make her think that she could pull this off, right? Because they said she Googled all kind of topics, from how to steal money out of cash register without getting caught. She Googled, like, bus tickets, one-way bus tickets, all this other stuff or whatever, right? So there was a lot of thought put off into this, right?
So okay, I understand why you say you feel sorry for her.
Right, so evidently there was something more.
Yeah.
There was a bigger story to this. I don't think she just did this just for attention. I think there was a mental health issue going on. But this is the twist that I have on it, right? Because I've been up pretty much all day just reading different comments, and hell, I even put a little comedy post up about Carlee Russell and stuff. But when I really sat down and I thought about it, there was a lot of outrage, right? There was a lot of outrage from black folks.
Yeah.
Oh man, she set the movement back 200 years. No, now nobody's gonna believe when a black person says they're missing or whatever and stuff. Well, newsflash, nobody believe the women now, because there are so many black women missing right now.
27 black women and kids missing in Cleveland, Ohio right now. Another 1,000 missing in New York City right now. All because of Oregon. But go ahead. I just want to give you those stats.
So my whole point is this. Man, people were upset that this lady was found alive.
Well, it's not the fact that she was found alive. It's just...
that's my take.
But Fred, you got to understand, like you said it earlier, we just talked about, how hard it is for black women already.
Right.
Like I said, black women are the most disrespected women in America.
Right.
If a cop kill a black man, guess what his scapegoat is? Blacks kill each other all the time. Right? Mm-hmm. So when you got black women playing like that, you make it hard for the next 4, 5, 6 black women.
How much harder can you make it when there's little effort now?
Well, the thing is it going to be just that room to? We don't have. You're a black business. If you fuck up one time, you getting messed up. IHOP can mess up 100 times.
So let me ask you this.
It don't work the same for us, Fred.
Let me ask both of y'all this. I'm gonna ask the audience this.
Okay, go ahead.
How many times in your lifetime, have you known of a black woman to fake an abduction? No. How many times have it made national news?
Never.
In your lifetime, right?
Never.
So what I'm telling you is this. You got an anomaly. Something that happened one time, but you got folks talking about, oh, this is just going to kill all the momentum from all. It's like, come on, shit happened one fucking time.
That's not the point.
To me, that's the point, because, not to cut you off, I'm going to let you out of the mic in a second. But to me, it's the point, because we're so easily steered, once again, to go against, you know what I'm saying, to go against the real issue. And the real issue is, in my opinion, if they would have found this lady dead on the side of the road, she would have got sympathy, right? Oh man, or whatever and stuff. Now she's found alive, and it's all the ridicule, which she deserves. She deserves the ridicule because what she did was not right. right? It wasn't right. We understand that. But without knowing the whole story, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the compassion? As far as saying, what the hell is this lady going through? Because most of the time, when other folks had these similar issues, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you one example.
Be more specific when you say other folks.
Okay. You remember the white lady cop?
Fuck her.
You remember the white? Hold on, but listen to what I'm saying. You remember the white lady cop that went in? I think it was in Dallas.
She killed the man in the wrong
Killed
apartment.
the dude in the wrong apartment and said she thought it was her apartment. So
Right.
hold on. Let me make this point. This lady is on trial. You got the judge, compassion.
Coon.
All right. You got, I think, the bailiff.
Coon.
Right. So my whole point is this: how many folks, white folks,
Coon.
how many white folks made a rush to judgment and say, you know what?
But we're not
She's
talking
racist.
about. We're not talking about that.
we
We're
don't-
talking
we
about the
don't-
black community.
We don't got to worry about white people when we got Django Samuel Jackson in every community.
We're talking about
You know
the
what I'm saying?
black
We're talking
community
about
not having compassion for her because she effed up the resources. Like, what was her point in doing that? If she needs help, I understand it's very difficult to say I need help.
Right.
But, girl, don't give yourself this whole entire media. Don't do that.
And I get that. What I'm saying is this, and I don't want anybody looking at this podcast to think that I'm excusing her behavior.
No,
we're not saying
we're not saying that.
Because it was wrong. But what I'm saying is, look at the bigger picture.
I see the bigger picture.
Because-
So we know that okay, we know it's a cry for help. We got PTLD, post-traumatic love disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, post-traumatic, you know what I'm saying, church disorder. We got these different things going on. But as a massive whole, we didn't have this happen 2 years back. I ain't gonna say back to back, but we didn't have this happen 2 years. We had a celebrity do it, and we had a local person do it.
Who was
Right,
the celebrity?
What's it, Jesse?
Jesse.
So when we
Oh.
talk about,
But
so
look,
wait, let me finish out. It's not the fact that, so when you deal with a real hate crime, it's not taking that serious. That's an scapegoat. So they don't harp on it already. So when you're dealing with somebody local that get national news, you got to understand, there's people are getting raped and abducted daily. It slows down the process because
Right.
they're making a mockery of what happened.
Well,
Regardless of what, I get it's a mental issue, but they don't, mental illness don't matter until you got a white fucking terrorist shooting up Vegas. A white terrorist shooting up schools. Mental illness matter then. But when you're dealing with black people and things that are going on, that shit don't matter.
It don't matter to who. Don't matter to you.
It don't matter to the society or the culture.
But does it matter to you?
Of course it does.
Right. So if it matters to you, then you take the stance on. You know what?
You know I do.
You know
now,
what?
Fred, don't do that.
I know you do. I was being
like-
facetious, right? So what I'm saying is, but if it matters to us, what we say is this. You know how we was raised. When you do something wrong, yeah, we get our ass chewed into. But it's done out of love, though. It ain't done out of hate. Well, you know what? You embarrassed me. You know what? Now nobody's gonna listen to us no more. Because to me, in our community, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I have a black business. Our people come to the bar all the time. If they get a bad drink, they may get some bad customer service,
They
right?
gonna light your
And
ass
they gonna
up.
light me up. You know what I'm saying? All right, it happens. Like you say, go to McDonald's, same thing. I go to McDonald's every day. Everybody know my son eat McDonald's fries every goddamn day. I done pulled up in the McDonald's and sat in the goddamn line for some goddamn fries and a Sprite for 30 minutes. But guess what? I'm back there the next fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is this. I'm not excusing her behavior. What I am saying is this, man, like the
Ease
fact
up on her?
no, I'm not saying ease up on her. I'm saying that it's a false narrative when people start to say, well, now we're not going to get the resources. Man, if you can use this one isolated incident to freeze resources from the real problem out there and the real issue that black females are abducted, sexually trafficked, raped, molested, you know what I'm saying, and say, well, you know what, Carlee Russell, so we're not going to get them resources. That's a fucking cop-out.
That's a cop-out. But however, let's just be honest. Even though I point out race and stuff of that nature, black culture as a whole need to hold each other accountable.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, when it comes to stuff like this, you don't got to crucify, because we'll crucify each other quick now.
Yeah, she a meme now.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
And
the
a
same,
movie.
we'll joke about anything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how we get through stuff. But I think as a whole, once we start holding each other accountable and stuff of that nature, we ain't got to worry about people holding their privileges over us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Carlee, you know they were fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. But no, she don't deserve to be crucified, belittled, and stuff like that. Because regardless of what you want to say, it, that stuff does lead to suicide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We joke about stuff like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and I feel like Coach T should say more and speak her mind on it when it comes
because
to
African American women.
I will never be a woman, but I do stand by black women are the most disrespected women in America. Anything that they do that don't fit their agenda, they're gonna get crucified for
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So that's
Tori,
just my opinion on it.
what's
So
your
I'm
thoughts?
gonna read some of these because
Okay.
They done got good. They
so well
legacy for president.
So Shantae, she said when you were speaking, stop it. You were doing what you say that you're not doing. You are trying to uphold the indefensible of her actions by labeling it
Never.
Middle Hill and saying that we who call it out are condemning her.
I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying.
I gotta reset my shit.
Shantae, yeah.
Okay,
down at the
Shantae,
bottom.
look, I'm not saying that at all. By any stretch, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. What she did was wrong, possibly even criminal, right? There may be more at play that we don't know about. You know, she got money, right? You know what I'm saying? It may be some fraud that was committed, all this other stuff. The point that I'm making is this. I condemn the narrative that one incident should stop the resources that are put out there to help those that really are in need. So if you're going to go back and you're going to use a Carlee Russell story to justify why, well, you know what? We can't put no more resources into this because of Carlee Russell. What I'm saying, any black person that stands on that is a part of the problem. Because when we have these type of incidents that happen with other races, you know what I'm saying? That shit is swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? How many times have cops been called out for Karen when it's nothing the fuck is going on?
Of course.
I don't see nobody saying, you know what? Because Karen called somebody barbecuing, we didn't have no cops out. So the store got robbed down the street because if they wasn't dealing with Karen, that's their fucking job. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is going to be factual. That's the only point I'm trying to make. So, yes, I agree that Carlee Russell was on some bullshit, right? What she did was wrong. It shouldn't be excused, especially when more details come out. Now, only thing I'm asking is, if they do find out that this lady suffers from a mental illness, give her the help that she deserves. I mean, the help that she needs, because I don't think anybody in their right goddamn mind would have did the shit that she did thinking they're going to get away with it.
Well, the same
But-
thing. Look, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead, Coach T.
Well, no,
Eat
so the
me up,
mental-
audience. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well,
Eat
yeah,
me up.
because she is.
they
She
on
is.
your
They
ass right
are.
now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm built for it.
It's already hard enough for true victims of color to get the coverage and the resources, so she didn't set us back. Think about those families who have loved ones that are missing right now. She took away any kind of resources. Okay. Christina said her only diagnosis is dumbassness. But you are labeling her choosing to make a dumb decision with mental health. You have to stop doing it. I'm telling you as a medical professional, it really is a slap in the face to those who truly suffer from that disease.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Well, the thing is this: for one, I don't know if she has a mental health issue or not.
I don't know.
The same
either.
way that nobody else knows that either. The point I'm saying is, man, as black folks, quit rushing to judgment, condemning motherfuckers.
We didn't even rush a judgment. We rushed to say, oh shit, where is she? We are
Right.
we're trying to figure this
But, I
out.
mean,
We're the ones to help her.
But as a culture, like we've been made a fool of before. With, like I said, we had a celebrity on a big stage.
Right.
He hired 2 Africans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he met him in Subway or what the situation was, but we saying it's a hate crime. It's not even a hate crime against blacks, but you making it a hate crime against gays.
Well, the thing is, I think with the Jussie Smollett, I think that was more.
Oh my God! Ah!
Tori, you about to, Brian, come take your wife out. She about to pop
it
off.
landed.
Whoa,
Did you get
that
it?
shit landed.
She was like,
Oh my God!
You see how like, oh,
Whoa!
hey, I'm up here shocked. I'm like, she about to have a Janet Jackson moment up here.
She was all up in my.
Hey, I'm in shock, Brian. I'm like,
you want over it? Hold
she about to have a whole Janet
Look,
Jackson
that
moment
flower
up
will
here.
lay eggs on her nipple out here.
Oh my God.
Nipple eggs. But no, like,
So listen, so to me, the whole thing with Jussie Smollett was politically driven, right? He had an agenda. That guy had something he was trying to gain from that. So if you ask me what Carlee's agenda was, I definitely don't think it was politically motivated.
No,
right?
I'm not looking at political, or what I'm saying is like when those incidents happen, like this is like the second time this didn't happen among the culture.
Yeah, but
Preston said she ain't having no goddamn mental illness. He said, "Boy, let me get back to this. This wasn't a mental illness situation. Old girl crossed the line to get to her dude's attention. Some shit straight off Tubi.
Man, look, hold on. Look, hold on. I'm finna go a whole different direction with this.
Oh God.
She was seeking attention from her dude.
Any goddamn female out there that's finna sit up here and say y'all ain't done some crazy ass shit to get your dude attention.
I haven't.
Nobody faking like getting kidnapped though. Like I don't know.
Like that. That
hey,
is like.
matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on the dudes. Some of these goddamn lies I've heard.
More on y'all
man, I was in jail. Man, I got hit by a car. Man, I got stabbed last night. Man, there's a whole bunch of lies that go on. So men can, right? Exactly. Anyway, I'm just joking with that. But the whole thing is this. And this is real stuff. Once again, I'm not making an excuse for her. What I'm saying is, don't let an isolated incident become the narrative for the ones out there that are really suffering from this stuff.
I don't think that's the case.
Well, I mean, to me it is, because now everybody's saying, well, the next time somebody goes kidnapped, they're not going to have no resources.
That's not what
I don't think OG Fred. I think that age kicking in. Listen, I took
that one line. You taking that and you running with that.
Fred said, give me freedom or give me death. You know what I'm saying? Look, Fred, that's not the case. It's just the fact that you embarrassed the culture again.
It's like taking your child to the store.
Embarrass the culture.
It's like taking your child to the store.
One person embarrassed the culture.
Listen, you say to your child, you better not fucking embarrass me in this goddamn store.
What she just said it again. You tell your child what? You better not what?
You better not embarrass me in this store.
Embarrass the fucking culture, man.
Don't embarrass me in this damn store. We walk in this and you gonna walk straight. Don't be doing nothing.
So let me ask you this.
Here we
the
go.
fact that you even had a conversation with your child lets me know that your child didn't embarrass your ass before. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
So that's
you
not
know,
an isolated
no.
incident.
You know
that's
exactly.
You got a badass child. This child needs to have his ass.
Let me tell you, I've had that conversation because I know that my child has some type of mental illness going on. You know,
ass whooped if you got to have
Fred,
that conversation.
you need your ass whooped.
Yeah.
I
stayed out of that.
All I want to know is
I started reading the comments.
Sorry, what child is it now? I just want to know.
Cameron.
Yeah. I seen Cameron fall asleep working the camera.
Exactly. I had to tell him multiple times, but let me tell you,
Cameron a good kid.
Yeah,
Cameron, he's good.
He's a great kid.
Great kid.
Till you take him into the store.
Cameron, I feel like Cameron eat the grapes before y'all buy them.
Hey, I do that all the time. By the time I get to the counter, I got 3 pounds of grapes. By the time I get to the counter,
you got one bag.
I got 10 grapes off of there. And that's what they made for.
I do give my kids bananas when
hopefully I ain't set the culture back by stealing grapes out of Walmart while I'm shopping. I need some snack food while I'm shopping.
We eat the bananas right off of the
in the store?
Yeah.
You know you gotta feel that shit. That's premeditated theft.
Hey, that's a mental health illness right there. If you just eat a banana.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Mental health.
So you just peel it back and you enjoy
yes, and I take it up to the register and say, "Yo, we had these 3 bananas."
Oh, you trying to pay for it after you ate it?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna taste the shit out y'all.
I don't believe you. I think
that's when my kids were younger, y'all.
Hey, I think she just eat the banana and throw the peel under the basket or something and keep going.
God, Tori stealing bananas, Fred eat 3 pounds,
what
2
other
pounds of
comments
grapes.
we got?
Jesus Christ.
Preston, she'll get a pass for that fake ass move she made because of her status, but you regular females gonna catch hell if y'all go missing.
But she was a regular female though.
She was an AKA. I think she was actually higher.
They said she worked at a doctor's office. She may have been a nurse or something. She had a Benz.
So then let's bring it back to mental health. She worked at a hospital. She was a doctor.
No, I don't think she was. She was only 25. I think she may have been. I don't know.
She probably was a head nurse or something.
I don't know. Well, look. Once again, I do think when it comes to this particular story, man, like it's definitely unfortunate. You know what I'm saying?
It is unfortunate.
And the only hope that I have from this is that the people that actually need the help aren't denied the help because of an isolated incident. That's my hope.
Oh my
That's my
gosh.
whole point.
You think somebody with mental health is going to be like, I need help, doctor? No, you can't get help because of Kamisha.
No, that's what y'all are
Whatever the hell.
saying.
That's not.
No,
Okay.
Fred.
Y'all
That's
just
not
said
right.
she set back the culture 200 years.
Oh my
No,
God.
no, we said she embarrassed the culture. We didn't say no setback.
Y'all just okay.
But that's before we find out that you ate 2 pounds of
Who
grapes.
put the comment on there that the people that need the help are not going to be able to get the help now? Somebody put that comment.
Somebody
in there.
put that on here.
Who put that on there?
Okay,
Tori?
let me go.
Because Fred said one of y'all is the reason why he's on a defense about
I'm
this.
on a tangent.
He's not
She
letting
was
roll,
a nursing
baby.
student.
Anyway.
Just take it and go.
Carlee Lee. Oh, okay. Carlee Lee. Listen, I hope you get help. I cry out for
What's her
help.
name?
Carlee Lee.
Carlee.
Lee. Jordan said Carlee Lee. Carlee
Hey,
Lee.
now we'll say this just to make light of the situation. She ain't have to leave that goddamn wig at the crime scene.
No, she ain't had to leave that. She didn't have to leave that
Hey,
wig.
hey, if anything, that's telling black folks, quit leaving your goddamn wigs around.
Yo,
Man, take that goddamn wig with you,
Take
man.
that- look,
you know,
you should
because
put
if
that-
it was a good wig, she wouldn't have left it.
yeah, cause
That wig had to have been busted.
Yeah,
No, I mean, no, not necessarily.
that's not Brazilian. How she left.
No,
on the crime
not
scene.
necessarily. She needed to, if she was doing all the Googling that you said she was, she needed to make it look like somebody abducted her.
Black folk think they watch 7 seasons of
Man,
CSI.
listen.
They got shit
Ain't
figured
no
out.
black woman gonna
Child.
ain't no black woman gonna get abducted without her wig.
You
She
ain't
gotta
gonna be
look
sitting in the
good.
backseat of somebody's car.
She gotta look good, even if she getting
Cause
abducted.
I seen black women like
Nah, even hey,
I just seen black women get their nails and feet done just to go in the hospital for surgery.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not just black
What's the
women.
next subject? Can we speed them 3 minutes? I'm done with it.
That's not just black women.
all right,
Well, I'm
now,
hang around on other cultures.
Just saying.
okay.
Stop trying to make it seem like it's us. Like we just the only one.
Like, well, I haven't been around nobody else but y'all.
All right, so
I don't know no dude that got their feet in hand. Brian, you ever you got French tip to get surgery?
Oh my god.
All right, then.
hey, hey, look, hey, on the cool, I done pull up on some of my homies in the hospital.
She's an old lie.
Hey, I done pull up on some of my homies in the hospital, man. I don't even know if the nurses be brushing their teeth or nothing, man. They be having all that white. I'm like, come on, bro. Get a little rag and clean that up, man. The men don't care about that.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I done seen dudes once again in the hospital. Man, dirt under their fingernails, spit on the side of their mouth. They just want to get the hell up out. Then I seen a woman have a baby with makeup on. Because she wanted the pictures to be
The
right.
pictures, right.
So y'all been ugly for 10 hours, and all of a sudden you want the picture to be right.
Ugly.
Yeah. You know, y'all be,
Anyway,
no, you be pushing and stuff.
Oh,
Show me what a pretty push look like this.
oh my
What's
gosh.
a pretty push look like?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
All right.
all right, so now we got to move into the youth sports aspect, right?
Here we go.
So we had the breaking news aspect earlier with the Aqib Talib brother situation. So, you
Yo,
know,
Vibe is live.
yeah, Vibe is live, man. Y'all need to get y'all ass
Yeah,
up here,
Vibe
man.
turning
Get your
up. Ain't it
couple of
somebody's
drinks. They
birthday?
turning up off
It
in
is
there.
somebody's
Shout out to
birthday.
Vibe, man. As y'all see tonight, man, I'm just sipping on some water. You know, no alcohol for me tonight. Shantae, you see that? That's how I've been dropping these pounds.
She did say.
Yeah, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
Classy T says, don't say black women. She never wore a wig in her life.
tell her just because she dark and got some good hat don't mean
Hey,
nothing.
bro, don't head on the dark
That
skin
means
women,
everything.
bro.
That's Miss Tory. Just because y'all got some dark skin and some good hair, like. Shout out to
Are
all
you
the beautiful
Classy
black
T?
women
No.
with
Oh,
good
he
hair.
said that was Tori. I was like, I know she ain't acting like
Now I'm
nobody
gonna get
else.
lit up because they're gonna be like, "What's good hair? Whatever hair you got, baby." it's
Oh,
good
you
hair."
said I got good hair?
No, he.
That's what you just said?
No, I said shout out to all the black women who got good hair.
Yeah, but before you said I
No.
got
There she go.
got
Don't
good
fall
hair.
for it,
There you go.
Chris.
I ain't
Got
falling
it up
for
left.
behind the tailpipe no more.
Look.
No, actually, Tori, your hair ain't good. Look like buckwheat up there sometimes.
No, actually, your beard looks like that.
Huh?
That's what your beard looks
I
like.
got a compliment on my beard today.
Okay.
Actually, and I mean, you know, I got a nice compliment on my beard today.
What they say?
What did they say?
I don't really want to say it because it was kind of like it was a dude that gave me the.
Well, I mean, just the fact that you.
Hey, but that's how I know it was genuine.
Just the fact that you.
Come on, man! I'll slap the shit out of you. Look, the thing is this.
Why
Run his fingers through your beard.
So all I'm saying is, see, that's what's wrong with y'all, man. One brother can't even give another brother a compliment, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude just said, because Tori be hating on my beard, man. But Tori.
I don't hate on your beard. Your beard is what it is. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. What was your response,
What did
Fred?
you say?
What he said about
thank
the
you.
beard?
Okay,
What was the compliment?
look.
Yes, give us the whole commentary.
Let me get a whole. So I was getting some stuff for the bar, right? So it's me and my son. We just came from the barber shop. My son getting his hair cut or whatever. So my son got the little braids with the little beads in it and stuff or whatever. So he says, "Hey man," he says, "Man, your hair looks really good like that, man." You know what I'm saying? That's what he was telling my son.
Oh.
Okay.
He was like, that looked pretty good. He said, "Man, you got some good hair." Now I didn't have on no hat, so I'm bald head or whatever and stuff. So he says, "Hey man, but on the cool, like man, just judging by your dad's beard.
No. Just looking at your
Judging
dad.
by your dad's beard, you got some good genes." Hey, and then he said,
Okay, first off, any man that says that to you, Fred, because usually a man's response when they say their beard is growing, is because.
I'm out of here.
Okay, now wait, hold on. Hey, I don't want to put. Hey, hold on. I don't want to put your husband on the spot, but he done complimented my beard before. Brian, Brian, keep it real, Brian. Brian, keep it real, dog. Hey, look,
come defend yourself. Brian, come defend yourself.
Your husband that said Fred on the cool. I'm trying to get my beard right, dog. What products you use?
Did he?
What products you use?
Really?
I said, man, look, this shit all natural, Brian.
Did he run his fingers through your
No,
beard
hell
too?
no. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. But the first thing I told him was this. Brian, you got to go to Danny to get your shit shaped up right. Because I don't know who's shaping Brian's beard up.
Why you always gotta bring him? No. Why you always gotta bring him in?
So look, I'm just saying though, Brian, look, you
Please
straight,
stay
dog.
on the fact that this random man complimented you on your beard, okay?
Yeah, he said my beard
And you
looks
said,
straight.
thank
He asked
you.
me what products I use. Not
Thank you.
it's all natural. It's all natural. African, that African oil. That's what I use.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's get to the youth football
let's go
stuff
ahead.
or whatnot.
You just so
I had enough of this. He said, Brian even asked me to hold my beard.
Hey man, listen, it's been quite a few of these dudes that hit me up.
Bro,
Man,
hey, that's the
asking about
loudest
my
I ever
beard,
heard
man.
Mills ever been. Like, he was like, bro. I let you slide with other stuff.
Hey,
but
Mills, my
Look at you,
dude, man.
don't laugh at
Look,
that.
you know what, Mills? Look, I should
Mills.
bring you on camera so they can see your beard. And then look, in 3 weeks, if he follow my regimen,
Oh my God.
his beard too.
What's your regimen?
His beard can too look like mine.
What's your
What's
regimen?
your regiment?
Can't tell y'all that.
Oh my God.
Not on camera.
Hey, man, let's go to the next
I'm gonna have
topic,
to sell
man.
that.
Let's go to the next topic. Little League football.
You don't laugh.
Because some of them Little League players y'all got, they got full beards out there. I don't know what's going
Not
on.
for real.
Them boys. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, IDs.
Especially the teenagers, right?
Them boys out there.
See, girl, thank you.
All right, so
That
check-
GMO,
Hey, you
boy.
wanted to try to call me out. And they tried to call me out last week for saying that some of these kids look like grown men.
Them kids look like grown men. Them,
I know they
Babies
do.
on.
them boys some Nebraska babies.
It's in the food. That's what I said.
Yeah.
All right, so the whole topic was what's up now? So the whole topic when the youth sports was the good, the bad, and the ugly of youth
Exactly,
football in
Shante.
2023.
He missed a whole story, part of the story. Go
Oh,
ahead.
so look, look. Let's each one of us take one of those.
What?
All
Wait,
right?
wait. So say
One
it
of us take the good, the bad, and one of us take the ugly.
for what?
I'll take the ugly.
Time out. No, take the good. Be on the good side for once. What did you say? You
That's what
always stop. Let's take the good
Legacy,
for you.
give
You
us
get the
something good with youth sports.
They're keeping them from selling drugs and keeping them from being in gangs and replacing they're putting the prevention in place for everything else like drugs, gangs,
Okay.
sex.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And
It
you
is.
give us something good too. We all give something good.
Something good. It gives them a great way to make friends and continue to build relationships.
Awesome.
Social skills. Okay.
Social skills,
Those-
yes.
Let me see something good with you sports.
I'm out of here.
Brian, I need your help on this, all right? Something good with you sports.
I could.
Something good on you sports, right?
You gonna call a lifeline?
Something good, look, something good on
Like
you
you got
sports.
a whole
Brian, look, man, just follow me on this. Brian was with me last week, right? And this is actually Brian's good, it ain't mine.
They
So
were selling water?
don't condemn me, because I'm just telling you what Brian said.
Okay.
Brian said something that was great about you sports last week was them Havoc mamas walking around in them tights.
Okay.
He said that was a great part of you sports, man. It was cakes out everywhere. It's a
Amen.
West Johnson Memorial. Don't get mad at him.
Why would I get mad?
I know you're not gonna get mad. I'm just saying. Don't.
Hey,
don't
Fred
stop
be
the
trying to
message.
set y'all up,
So-
I
bro.
don't know why.
Yeah, Fred
You
trying to set
know,
y'all
you
up.
know I don't
Look
get
at his
down
face.
like that.
Do it look like I'm lying? Look at his face.
He know I don't
Look
get
at
down
his
like
face,
that.
dog.
I plead the fifth on
Brian
Coach
said
Mills.
that was some
plead the fifth on
greatness
Coach Mills.
about you football. Shout out to Havoc moms, man.
They had on
Yeah,
tights. They had
Hey.
on tights.
Shorts, tights.
Hey,
One of the coaches said one of the moms built like a
buns,
gospel
cakes,
singer.
all kind of stuff, dog.
And one of the coaches said one of them built like a gospel singer. I ain't call the coach name, but
Oof.
What's a
But that's
gospel singer?
All
Don't
right,
be
now,
wearing
look,
robes.
okay.
So how
All
you
right.
know what's up under the?
Oh, so look, hold on. So look, that's Brian's good. My good is this, right?
right,
I
you
think something
should
good
even you should even start the good off like that.
I think something good about you football.
Okay.
In all honesty,
You
it's really
football
the-
coaches some whores.
Man, listen, is the camaraderie that these kids build at an early age.
Cool.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Don't-
Some of
Tori
these
said that
kids,
already.
are making lifelong friends.
Hey,
I
you
just
got to come up with your, you got to come up
That's
with, you got to come up with your own answer,
She was
Fred.
cliche with it.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Mine is authentic. She must have heard me talking about this at practice earlier. So these kids are building
They started that from ET.
lifelong bonds, right? You know, and a lot of the stuff is genuine. You know what I'm saying? Even though they go on and they go to different high schools, middle schools, or whatnot, colleges, these guys are remaining friends, and it seems authentic.
Okay.
sure.
That's the good, all right?
Okay.
All right.
We said the good, the bad. Let's go with some bad stuff.
Every kid, unfortunately, ain't gonna get a lot of playing time.
Oof. That's real bad, especially when they come to these mamas and daddies.
That's why I said, unfortunately, everybody ain't gonna get playing time like that.
Tori, what you got?
The parents.
Be specific.
That is very
Fred
specific.
gonna steal your stuff.
The parents. The parents. The parents. I don't know how more specific you want me to get with that.
What's bad about the parents?
Everything.
Their attitudes.
Everything. No, I'm just kidding. Not everything. The selfishness of the parents. And how a lot of these parents don't want to see the team win. They want to see their kid win.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, it's bad, but it's a good bad one.
Yeah.
All right.
Experience it all too many times.
I bet you won't call nobody name out.
I won't, because I'll be fired.
So when I think of the bad, you know, I feel like the agendas are not pure anymore, right? So
Agendas for who?
for the kids, right? A lot of the adults use the kids for impure agendas, right?
Which adults? Be specific.
I'm gonna be specific, all right? So a lot of these adults, whether they be coaches, parents, event administrators, whatnot, they use these kids to feed into their egos, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never understood how winning a youth football game can make you like just a better man, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I think if you're a great man, this should be whether you win or lose,
Right.
right? What you bring to the table should not be indicative of whether you win a game or not, right? It used to be where you can go out to a youth football game and you play the game, whether you win or lose, man, you got real men after the game fellowshipping, conversing, man, maybe grabbing a beer together, eating some barbecue, right? That's what it used to be about. Because the whole thing was to pull these kids off the street. pull them out of trouble. You know, now these agendas are so fucked up, you know what I'm saying, to where some folks do it for money, right? And these folks are easy to spot.
So that's going into the ugly side of it.
Well, no, the ugly part is what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really getting into.
Yeah,
The bad side of it is a lot of these kids are being used as pawns to bankroll some of these other people's lifestyles, right? And whether it's financial gain, whether it's status gain, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
So how many did you just name?
What's that? You mean as far as the bad? It's a lot of them.
You had a list now, like it's
I was just going down.
I was
the
like,
list.
God,
Check.
damn.
Had I known that we was allowed to name like
Yeah,
five
I said be
things.
specific.
And I got
Tori.
fussed
I
at.
was specific.
And I the one that got fussed at for
Parents,
choosing
parents.
God,
I was very specific.
Now your parents
so
gonna
let's
beat your
just-
ass this weekend.
I don't care.
What?
My parents know that I love them. I'll tell them.
I can't tell.
I tell them.
I can't tell. It
I
seems
tell
like a whole
them,
bunch
my
of love there.
parents-
But hold on. So let's set the record straight. You weren't talking about your parents.
Right.
You talking about the other team parents.
Right.
All right. You love your parents.
I love my
You love the outlaw parents.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You ain't beefing with no one.
So I clean that up for you.
I don't beef.
Okay, you vegan?
Straight vegan.
I don't
Alright.
want you to get
All right, so let's start with
slid
Fred.
practice at the game this weekend. Sound totally like she got
Fred.
that little devious laugh like
She always had that. Coach T always had that though.
she doing neck like
Yeah.
Hey,
She always
Lexi,
do
look, when she do this,
Yeah, she be.
You don't even do it right.
I can't
Coach
do
T.
it. I'm not a woman. I can't move my neck like that. Only women move their neck
Yeah,
like
that
that.
ain't even natural.
That-
Hey, so what's
okay.
the ugly side of youth football?
You tell me. I'm gonna go down.
No,
No, you start.
You want to start with
Okay.
you?
Fucking
So to
start.
me,
By the time you name everything, we be like,
hey,
yo,
look,
Fred
shout out
named
to
it.
Coach Moody in the house, man.
Moody,
Coach Moody.
looking
You know,
fly.
hey, you know when Coach Moody in the building, man, Bob got to be doing something right, man. That dude bedtime 8:30.
Moody, bust the move.
All right, look. So the ugly side of youth sports, once again, is the situation that we discussed earlier, the breaking news. A man murdering a coach on the field and receiving only 37 years.
I don't even think that's ugly. I think that's the worst. Like, that's the worst thing.
The worst?
That's
Yeah.
the worst. Like, someone's life ending, I don't know how worse it can get. I really
can't.
don't.
It can't get no worse than somebody's life.
So-
I just seen a couple of youth football events where the referee got their ass handed to
Right.
him. I'm
Just
like,
beat
you
up.
could just beat
Yes.
up, like, you know what I'm saying? I done seen that. I think this, like, personally, just been around y'all. The first situation I see something at home, my person lost their lives
Right.
on a football field or according to youth game. But I think there's nothing worse than death over a youth football game.
Yeah.
You can't get no uglier than that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, we've been slowly creeping closer to that end result for a while. Nobody's checking the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, some of these coaches is out of pocket. Some of the parents is out of pocket. All right. If you look at even some of these players is out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
can't control themselves. They can't control their emotions, and it's very unstable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I mean, something has to change. You know, the culture has to change. You know, I feel like a lot of these parents, they invest so much into these kids nowadays, and they're looking for an immediate return. So when that immediate return is not shown right after that game, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? God forbid you lose a game, right? Because somebody has to be accountable for the loss, whether it be a coach, a parent, another player. I mean, these parents are calling out 8-year-old kids. He fucking sucked. Why y'all have his weak ass in the
See,
game? All this
look.
kind of stuff.
Should nobody be speaking on nobody's kid? I've heard it way too many times. Nobody should be speaking on nobody. Like, nobody else's child's name should even leave a parent's mouth unless it's positive
Right.
I mean, like, let's just be honest about it. Like,
or unless the other parent is in their presence.
platforms have a lot to do with that too. I mean, the San Antonio Outlaws, y'all have a big platform, so people expect certain results. Who y'all mentioned, Cornerstone has a big platform. People come for certain results. Same thing if you put it in the podcast world. when people come to Street Legend for service in the pot, they know I have a long reach. They expect certain results.
Right.
And if you fall short of those results, you get ridiculed. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who the blame is going to be on. But you got to understand, like, you know, certain things come with certain platforms.
That's
and
true.
so, like, the thing is, like, how, and it's not all on Fred or not all on you as a team cook mom and Mills, but it's like how understanding, let's just be honest, understanding, like, I know I have a platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're coming here, whether the player is sitting on the bench or standing, they got to outlaw it. They expecting some kind of something in return because of what the platform that you built. A lot of times we don't think about what our platform brings. You know what I'm saying? Our intentions may be good, but our platform bring a lot of praise, a lot of crucifixion as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think with that in mind, I don't think that part is kept in consideration. You know what I'm saying? You got other coaches that got big platforms and different things of that nature. That stuff come with it. When no parents invest their money into their organization, whatever that result is, your platform need to make this happen.
Right.
There ain't no end bus about it. You are the it platform. I'm putting my money. You know how hard it is to get black people to spend their money.
Yeah.
So they respect. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on. Let me.
Well, you probably got a diverse crowd.
Listen. Black folks ain't got no problem spending money on their kids when they come to youth football.
Okay.
These kids is wearing $400 and $500 helmets, $700 cleats.
$700 cleats?
Hey, listen.
Custom?
Hey, look. Hey, you know what? Look, man, I'm gonna shout out my homeboy.
Y'all got Big Gunk on the team.
Baby Gronk. Hey, he can't go by Baby Gronk no more.
You
Look,
can't go by
man.
Hey, that man sued to the stop.
Hey, some of these kids come out, man, I'm telling you, these are 8, 9-year-old kids look like they playing the NFL. They suited and booted. They said if you look good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good.
Nah,
Like,
you remember
that's
the guys
what
on the
Deion said.
basketball court? They used to have a matching headband with the jersey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bill says that, and I never agree with that.
What?
So,
If you look good, you play good.
Do you feel that way, Mills? Okay.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
Why you don't agree with it?
Because I don't feel like your looks determine how you. Because someone who has the, ratchet as nasty as cleats could be the best player out there.
could be.
Most likely it is. Like Jerry Rice.
But I'm just saying your looks don't determine how you play.
Okay.
I don't feel that.
Don't you feel better when your hair is done up?
That don't mean.
Don't you feel better when your nails is
I
fresh?
didn't say that you don't feel good about yourself, but that doesn't determine how you play.
So, look,
Well, if that's how
I'm gonna be straight up with you, like, because I don't agree with that either. You know what I'm saying? I just want my kids to go out there ready to play football. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the extra fucking apparel and all, to me that shit becomes a distraction or whatever shit, man. But anyway, these parents don't mind spending no money, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Except when they paying registration and they raffle tickets.
So but what I'm saying is, like, when they invest into your platform, because that's what it is at the end of the day.
Right.
Your organization is a platform.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have a platform as big as yours, they expect results from some shape, form, or fashion. So you know what I'm saying? So somebody gonna get that accountability and blame when the results are not given. And if you go into a lower tier, I don't know the tiers of it, but if you go into a less known platform, you know your son and daughter's in development. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that come with just also platform, the accountability, responsibility of that platform that's been presented to.
Yeah, I agree. Very well said.
Agreed.
Okay.
See, look, we agreed on something tonight.
What? For the first time.
For the first time.
I'll be back next show, maybe. Look.
I think we.
You did a good job tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't get censored tonight, man.
You didn't get. You got censored on the last one?
No, Fred tried to make you like,
Lala censored you.
She did.
Like, when you was talking, it had like all that little stuff in front of your mouth.
You got the blurry?
Man.
But I think, yeah, man, I think that's like, ain't nothing worse than death in youth football. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's.
Well, hopefully that's something. Hopefully that's an isolated incident.
Yeah.
To where that never happens again.
But
man.
the referees don't need to be getting their ass kicked either. I remember a couple years ago, this high school football, I guess that's youth football, right? On the West City it was, but the coach had the two players put a hit on the referee. They ended up. Y'all remember that? Anybody remember that?
They actually had a situation right in San Antonio at John Jay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know, see, when the one kid, he went out and just knocked the shit out the ref.
Yeah, it was two guys.
And then they ended up, I think they ended up pressing charges on him criminally.
Yeah.
He apologized and all this stuff, whatever, but he said the game just, he just lost it or whatnot, man. But,
Yeah, they got to protect these referees, man. These guys, like.
These refs come in and talk about protect my pockets, and I'll go ahead and ref for y'all.
You know what? I'm going to get a ref on the show one day.
You need to get a ref on the show.
William Davis.
So they can come and be real and tell us how they really feel about the coaches on the sideline, and the parents on the sideline, and the people holding the goddamn stuff.
We don't want no political correct answer.
No, sir.
The Lord is good. We want to be like, fuck Mary and her son.
If I can get William Davis.
Yeah,
he's one of the most well-known referees in San Antonio. Okay. Man, I'm telling you, he gonna light the parents up. He gonna light the coaches up. He gonna light the players up. He gonna be real with it.
Let's see, can you get him on here?
Yeah.
He done asked to come on the show already.
Please what the hell you been waiting for?
I was trying to save him.
For when?
I was trying to save him.
For football?
Well, I'm just saying, because if he come on talking the shit he talk, hey man, Will, somebody gonna put them things on you.
Stop it. Stop.
Somebody gonna put them things on Will. But hold on, Will ain't no punk. Will from D2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't want Will to come out here and blast nobody either, though, man.
He won't say no names. I'm quite sure.
Well,
let's see. And one way to find out.
Stop acting
next week on Tap In.
Anyway.
Make it happen. Just make it happen. All right, y'all. We're past our time. I'm hungry. Whatever space is cooking up in there.
You ain't lying. Man, look. Hey, shout out to fucking Frank. No. Frank, we got to shout out to Frank, man, because I'm telling you.
Frank doing his thing.
I ain't going to even lie to you. Frank distracted me. He brought a couple of plates out.
I saw him bring some plates out.
You remember them old? Y'all too young to remember that.
He's right.
He's had his little cartoons. As
long as you already.
He got that little finger.
Yeah, it smells.
Yeah, it was the smell, yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, and it's saying, follow me to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get me a goddamn wing plate.
And you gonna pay for it.
And you on Frederick.
We eating on Coach Davis.
On Vibe.
On Vibe. There you have it.
On Vibe, y'all.
Remember, purposely walking your purpose on purpose. That's for your success. It's not an accident.
Through Vibe to the kitchen to get some chicken wings. All right, y'all. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, everybody who's traveling this weekend to go to whatever tournament.
TNS Showcase.
Yeah, shout out to Zimmy. Thank
all
you for
the San Antonio Outlaw teams.
Yep. And everybody else.
And everybody who went to the West Johnson too. We went down there and kicked ass, man. It was a good shit.
I said that already when y'all was having your technical. Shout out. Thank y'all for holding it down. Appreciate y'all.
P.O.P. Hold it down.
Like, share, subscribe, all of the above, y'all. Thank y'all.
Until next week, we got to shout out to our production crew for holding us down. Miss Lala. Yeah. You're beautiful, Miss Lala. We got to get on
camera. Yeah.
Beautiful voice. Great entertainer. Mr. J, the hardest working. How old are you, Jay? 21, 22? He just turned 22. Hardest working 22-year-old. I know. All right.
Bye, Christina. Bye, Blaze.
And of course, Maurice Levert.
Casanova. That nigga ain't like Maurice Levert.
All right, man. Next week, be ready. We're going to have another live show for y'all next week, man. We see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all.
Peace. Maurice Levert.